one to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Canes will put total leather and we'll get started. Coming out with it, it's Willis. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Back to pass, it's Collins. Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Now on first down from the 28. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Ross. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running game.
Bringing the heat. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And the defense did everything right against that option play. They got to the quarterback. They forced him to keep it. Not only do they create the fumble, but they jump on it behind the line of scrimmage. That is just perfect option defense.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
To the air, it's back. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the Canes decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. The accuracy is perfect. The loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
after the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
The give to the tailback. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Back to throw, it's Collins. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. There he goes. Hits him with a stiff arm. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
The running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Classic pressure coming from the defense's right side, and they get the quarterback to the turf.
And that's what those defensive ends in a 4-3 do. Those guys know how to get after the quarterback, play on an edge. Nice job rushing the passer, getting off the football, and getting to the QB and getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Oh, the attempt is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Dumps it to the back. The sure hands, it's Fletcher. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
The Hurricanes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's got it on the right. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Hauls it in. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Off play action on first down. Unloads it left. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's complete to the left. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
He's going to look for a man on third and short. Got it in the middle. It's Daniels. The change will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
Off the play fake on first down. Touchdown, Hurricane! Quick strike through the air for the score.
What a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch and catch.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Looking to throw, it's Collins. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. They go to the ground. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because the first down you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
It's a draw. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
The give on the inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. The give to the back. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Collins. They get to him as he throws. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
One of the hardest things for a quarterback to do is complete passes when they know they're going to get hit. It's about having soft focus around you and hard focus downfield. Beautiful job by the QB.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Willis. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Tell you what, man, there's some problems that need to be solved by this offense. Another sack. That's 3 sacks on the day. We're still in the first half, but right now this defense pitching a shutout, and they look like they're playing with 13 guys.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
Syracuse will send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's back. Got his man quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Daniels. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present themselves.
He'll field the punt and take it back. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Punt is in the air. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Beck. He's going for it all. Pulls it in on the right. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Miami. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
They'll run play action. They've got the play bottle up. Fumble, it's out. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
The Orange will have to punt. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
I wonder if the receiver heard footsteps on that play. Defender, very, very close, but you'd like to see your wide receiver haul that in.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking for a man. It's back. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
So it's third and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Bauman. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Got it in the middle, it's Bauman. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
And the Hurricanes will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
Here comes the heat. Slings it downfield. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To the air, it's Collins. Here's the pressure. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense got it. They're on the run.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground and getting the football out, a little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Fletcher. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Loses 3. Brings up second down.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Now the play fake. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Got a man. It's Ross.
The first down pass. Complete to the wide.
Syracuse might take a shot here on second and short. To the air, it's Collins. Rushes on him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Syracuse will be forced to punt. Makes the catch at the 30. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Fletcher. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Wants to throw on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
So now it's second and long. Wants to throw. It's Collins. They've got the screen set up. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Going for the big play. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Cuse. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Grabbed behind the line. It's Fletcher. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. To the ground with the back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Brought down at the 27, it's a 5-yard pickup on the play. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. To throw, it's Beck. Finds the tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end, and they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Bauman. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
He finds a soft spot in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Off play action. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Oh, he just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And the Canes will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Back to throw, it's Collins. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Gill. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Looking for room, it's Willis. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Quarterback on the keeper. a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Syracuse will send out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
What a beautiful sight. And not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can have unbelievable hands to the mix, because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. 3rd quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this is every defensive coordinator's dream, right? Watching your defense go out on 1st down, TFL, 2nd down, TFL. Now you set up 3rd and long. Everybody knows they're going to throw it, and your pass rushers can pin their ears back. Outstanding job being physical by this defense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Gill. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a 1st down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, 1st and goal.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It'd be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch, because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
Back to pass, it's Collins. Under fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going up just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get there.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Looking for space, it's Fletcher. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Tight end now in motion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Hits the afterburners. Touchdown Hurricane. And they take it in for 6 more points. A remarkable grab just keeps piling up scores.
I'll say remarkable day. I mean, a remarkable career. Goodness gracious. This is the day that you just dream about having. You have these days in high school, but not in college. You're like, dang, this is as good as it gets. Nobody can stop him. He's absolutely in the zone.
And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Collins. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Punt is on its way. Wants to bring it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They'll send the back in motion. They'll start this drive with a pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Bauman. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's back. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Finds his tight end. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Bauman. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays.
Miami, 35.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Willis. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They feed him again. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. Dropping back, it's Collins. Quarterback moving. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
The give out of the gun. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. After run, now throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one deep down the right side. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why.
He lofts one down the sideline. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw, it's back. Got his man.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Turning it on! And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down.
Well, obviously, this game has not been the best statistically of this guy's career so far, but the important thing is you win. And to do that, they need him to play really well here in the fourth quarter. They're going to keep giving him the football with the lead in this juncture, and this is where he needs to have his best runs of the game.
Red pass, it's complete. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
And the Canes will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Canes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be...
Breaks into the open. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback doing that to your defense.
That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Collins. Dances away to buy time. Powers through. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do, build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. There he goes. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll ride the hot hand. They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind.
this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Pocket breaking down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's why as a defense you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football and they're able to make a tackle.
It's 4th down and they'll try the field goal. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Absolutely center cut. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll bring it out. It's Ross. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Spins away from the defense. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. Skips away from pressure. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the 1st down. Now you got to keep it going.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. He'll do it himself. Nice move to keep running. Defense uses a sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
They go to the draw. Oh, better look out! Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy 2nd down situations with some positive runs on 1st down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
The play action fake. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.